to Shamshir TV. My name is Hayden Lewis, Shamshir USA. Today I want to talk about using your shamshir with sipar by itself, and this will also apply when you use shamshir with other weapons, whether it be another shamshir, whether it be kame, kadare, card, hanjar, whatever weapon you want to add to it. So the basic concept is the basics of our system start here. You have to be the most refined to use shamshir well, which is why we recommend you learn shamshir sipar to begin with. Sorry, there's bugs everywhere because that hurricane stirred things up. Now, when you're in your guard, ideally you want to start off with, if you're using sipar, you want your sipar ahead of you, whether it's tight or extended, whatever guard you want to do, whatever. That's not the point of this video, is guards. I'm talking more about usage of your offhand. Now, when you're striking with your shamshir, when you're striking here, and you're pulling it back towards you or away from you, you need something to threaten and engage the enemy when this space is open. So for example, if I'm going here and I'm cutting down and I'm coming it back up, when it's away from me, you need to cover this space with whatever's in this hand. Now, when it comes to having a single shamshir with no offhand weapon, this is a last ditch effort. You need to train for a while with shamshir and sipar and other weapons before delving into a single shamshir. So the same concept applies, but since I don't have a sipar, since I don't have an offhand weapon, I need to keep my weapon ahead of me and try my best to stay behind it. Now, you can keep it extended, here, here, low. Just be careful, this is open. So I like to start here, my elbow kind of resting in my body, and pointed my shamshir towards my enemy, threatening them. Now, I'm going to talk about that space again. So if I'm coming and I'm striking here, here, here. Now ideally, when you're checking the space, you want your hand to be tight. I mean, you don't want it so much like this, but you want your hand to be tight, cupped or tight when you're checking. So you can check by palming or catching their limb, their head, whatever, right? Palming, pushing, whatever you need to do here, just like I would do with a sipar, right? You can also, if I'm coming here, you can kind of slap and palm and cup at the same time. Cup, move their weapon out of the way, come back, boom, boom. So you'll notice when we use we do this with our sipars as well. So when we're striking, we're here, here, because that space is open, here, 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 here. Now keep in mind that our system is largely based off of warfare. So oftentimes they would be armored. They would have bazuband on their arm. Some of them would have hand protection. So we're not always talking about dueling with sheets, wearing sheets for clothing, or paper for clothing, where every little thing will cut you in half. So you also have to keep that in consideration when you're checking that a lot of times if you have armor, it's almost like a secondary sipar. So if you have hand protection, which I'll do a video on this soon, you have hand protection, you can make your fist and use that as your makeshift sipar. Boom, boom, right? I come in here, boom. So armor comes into play as well. Now, of course, when I'm checking with my hand, armor or not, I want to engage them, and I want to engage them with my offhand when it's safe to do so. So to say to every time your weapon leaves your body that it should be out there, most of the time it should, but not 100% of the time, because if you're swinging your weapon at me, I may want to use this first, right? If I don't have a sipar. And then I can clear, boom, and do what I need to do. So when you're using your sipar, and I'll show what it looks like with sipar so you can look for that. When you're using your sipar, it's the same concept, right? Here, boom, boom, boom. You see that? One more time. Here, here, boom. Or similar movement, right? Here, here, using the edge. Boom, back in front of me. Boom, back in front of me. Boom, boom. And it's the same thing you would do with your hand. So visualize that with the sipar. Now with the offhand. Boom, 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 boom. So when your weapon is out of your field of view, your field of defense, whatever you want to call it, that's when you're using your offhand sipar, another weapon, whatever it is. You want to gauge with it, check with it, and that's how you ideally fight in our system and use our techniques. And that's why we engage the shield a lot. Of course, when you see us free flowing, it's free flow. A fight won't go into that, and I'll actually do a video on that. Really, pretty much after this one, we'll talk about free flowing.